Hello, everyone. This is the Triple Cross, aka Agbe Benipao. I'm here on my secondary channel trying to share information on the main one was shut down. So today we're going to look at the Vice President, Kamala Harris. Um, we're going to look at her true physical identity. Kamala Harris was born male. That is seriously. Okay, before we begin, keep in mind that the truth is very important. Okay, it can't just be our truth. There is a non biased truth if you look a little closer to the events uh, that are occurring around you in your life. We have been deceived in so many ways. We don't even know how dumb we are as a species, as a human species. We're told that we used 10% of our capacity intelligence. That's not even true. If we can only be aware of 0.0000001, as science says, 0.0001% of what we can see, touch, feel, then that is the level of intelligence we're dealing with, unless you dig in deeper and you start to cleanse yourself and you can tap into more awareness. Okay, so Camilla Harris must be exposed here because the truth really will set you free. Because while most people will will show a disinterest in love, you telling yourself the truth or being informed and you doing something about it within your own consciousness will help you ascend. There is a true home outside of the universe. The universe is not infinite, the universe is finite. Outside of that sphere, circle like thing we call the universe, is our true home. That's where Source resides. Those who are bright enough will make it out and join Source. Source is just basically a huge column of light, and it has layers. And depending on how bright you want to shine, then you can even go all the way to the top. But it depends on how much love you really want to show. Now, this whole thing about God, oh, there's no such thing. Okay, Source is a better name. If you want to, okay, we are eternal, but this idea of a savior mentality doesn't exist. All these prophets throughout the ages are just. In any case, let's get right to it. Let's look at Kamala Harris. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to the clues because this one was they did a decent job, and then they slipped up. They slipped up a little bit here. You can see the oval look on Camilla's face here, which make you think that Camilla is a girl, right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Here, it's not so oval looking, right? But look, this is the rub right here. Take a look at here. Look at the pants. Look, I want you to look at the pants right here where I'm pointing. Look at this. Look at this. You tell me something isn't popping out of that pant. So they relaxed. They missed this. They didn't, Camilla didn't tuck in his penis. And Camilla has been caught. Kamala Harris. Listen, this is not a patriarchy. We do not live in a patriarchy. Okay? And you also have to be careful not to jump the gun. Yes, I know that. Just listen, all these people who, I've said this in other videos, who have allowed themselves to be, the body to be harmed when this is not necessary. Mutilated bodies to appear to be the opposite gender. Okay, just come out and tell us. Tell us. It, what are you hiding? So you're sneaking in. Dishonesty is why a lot of us are exposing these people, because dishonesty, you're the vice president of the United States of America and you're holding this information from the public. Are you serious? Well, that mother looks suspicious as well. Um, the jaws, who knows? So let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Okay, so let me see. I had this open already. Give me a second, people. All right, all right. I'll just go here. Kamala Harris. So we're going to. You know what happens sometimes is that this thing stops presenting. So I'm going to stop presenting and I'm going to redo it, do it again to make sure that it really is presenting. All right, so let's look at more evidence of Kamala Harris. All right, so if most of the evidence shows that the person is of that gender, then that's what that person is. You know, the physical structure doesn't lie. They could try to mess with it all they want. Big ears, indicative of a man. And they shaved off the eyebrow a little bit. Photo was probably photoshopped here. You can see, the broad bone is low, which is indicative of female. But keep watching, You'll see later that yeah, this is photoshopped. Wait, 1 second here. Okay, there's like a surgical line here as so-called young woman. If you look, why this? Just look at it. Looks like has surgery right here, and that face does not look like a girl's face. They did a decent job though. Okay, big forehead, indicative of a male. I want you to look at the muscular tone here. This huge humerus bone, indicative of a guy. Okay, so you saw the chin round before, right? Does this look round to you now? You have to keep getting surgeries. Okay, that's precisely what Kamala did. Okay, all right, so the brow bone is starting to show again. Okay, fine, surgery, 80, surgery. Look at the neck. Those are some big feet, big feet, big feet. Indicative of a man. Look at the feet again. Some big feet. I don't know. They attempted to give Kamala a Q angle here, probably Photoshop. Big forehead, big ears, veins popping out. Here, I want you to pay attention to this right here. Okay, is the broad bone coming back? I mean, wasn't this smoother before? Devil, what is that? Up, devil Baphomet sign. All of them. Trannies. Baphomet sign. Big forehead on a kid who's supposed to be a girl. Well, big hands. Big, veiny hands indicative of a man. Look at those hands. Nothing smooth about it. Thick, wide hands. Yeah. Is that hair? Did I miss something? There's something. Is that hair? Oh boy. Is that hair here as well? They never cease to amaze me. Look at the neck again. The Adam's apple. Again, look at the length of the humerus bone. Indicative of a man. All right, that is the face of a woman, really. Please. So-called mother collarbone. That just looks suspicious to me too. Looks like a boy to me. Kamala, you look like a boy. Seriously? Interesting how the Q angles, women have Q angles. It just disappeared, right? It just straight up and down thigh. Again, big feet. Wide shoulders. How wide the shoulders are. Veiny neck. Thick, veiny neck. Mouth too. Huge mouth there. Yeah, you need to get another surgery to smooth this out. The Adam's apple being shaved off, huh? More surgery. Look at that neck. Veiny looking neck. If you pay attention, you could see an Adam's apple or something. They couldn't smooth it out and clean it up completely, right? Something is up there. Something is off. Is that it? I thought I had more photos. Well, let me see. Just in case, I'm going to leave you with a bit of a summary before I do that, though. I'm going to go back to the original photo. Okay. Let's see, what is the original photo that I started with? Okay, now you don't really need to look at every piece of evidence. This is the most detrimental piece of evidence you can see here. Men have certain things. Well, men have a certain thing down there, down here. Punto final. So again, if you're trying to put the bigger picture together, why we do these, those of us exposing this, well, let me just speak for myself. Since it may not be true for everybody, I'll reiterate that. reiterate what I said earlier. Truth, sharing information that is true is important. Okay? Exposing these people, the elite, is important because it will help to begin, it will help you, it will help us to begin to deprogram our messed with minds. We have been told that wrong is right and right is wrong. And that will not help you get to heaven. I don't care what you call it, heaven, paradise, source consciousness, because source consciousness is real. It's not that there is quote unquote no God. It's just the word God has been bastardized. Okay. These elites and lower dark versions of the light have taken over and are pretending twisted information. I am a source player. I volunteer straight from source. That is the reason why I show my symbols. Okay, so clearing your brain, allowing yourself to understand that you've been deceived, is a step toward love. It's a step toward love, and it's a step that will help you when you pass, when you die, you could at least escape that level of deception so you can go to a better world. But if you refuse to explore things like this, I guarantee you're not going nowhere. You will not be saved. It doesn't work like that. It's you who must be your own savior. That's how it works. So the more you can deprogram your mind from these programs, and some of these programs, they started before we were born. So it's not as simple as just knowing what's going on now or knowing how you've been fooled in this lifetime. There's something called the reincarnation trap. Your light existed before it entered your light, your soul, it entered this body. Okay? You were not created. Okay? Not in the sense that we've been tricked to believe. So your light enters. So what the council is doing is recycling people. Recycling people. When you come, the reason why most of us don't remember, when we come into this frequency, i.e. world, some people call this a planet as well. But you forget because you're going toward the tunnel of light. Whether the tunnel of light, it's a tunnel of light, or a circle that appeared in the sky after you pass, it's all the same. Okay? It's Abraham Hicks talking about, I expose her too, but I don't think it's in my present channel. Anything that appears like a circle it doesn't even have to be a circle. Just be aware that is a trap. Avoid the reincarnation trap. Avoid the tunnel and things like that. That will literally save you millions and millions and millions and millions of years. It's that information is power. Information is liberty. Information liberates. The truth will set you free. That is true. So basically, that is the reason why I do these things. When we volunteer to come, we're all in this together because there's no special anything. If you get yourself in trouble as a source player by making the wrong decision, your higher self or your source self will force you to stay here until the job is done. Luckily, this is my last life, so I won't stop. There's nothing that will stop me from exposing anything. Hell, book 5, which I'm working on, will expose some of the closest people around me and go into the mistakes, my own exposure as well. So take this very seriously. If it barks like a dog, looks like a dog, chances are it is a dog. So I've covered more than simply exposing Harris, Mr. Harris here. I've just given you gold if you're paying attention. Or if you already know this, great, pass it on. My videos, spread them, download them. You don't have to ask me for permission before you use them. Okay, again, here is the major male organ showing here. Okay, people, good luck. Back to source consciousness, source speed.